Happy New Year. I hope everybody has a great new year this year, 2016. I am really glad that everybody watches these videos, and I hope that you enjoy them as much as I enjoy making them. And you know, I have to look back at 2015, and it was 6 months of dealing with cancer, and that was tough. It was really tough. But I honestly, it's really hard to say how I felt about 2015, because on the one hand you might say it royally sucked. And it did. I mean, it was 6 months of kind of hell, and it was really tough. But you know, the things that came from it, the good things that came out of it, was our family banded together. We pulled together like a family is supposed to. There was no falling apart. There was no fallout from it. Everybody was super supportive. We got to see just how much people really love us. I mean, people say it all the time, and we know in our heads that we're loved, but to see it put into practice and to see the amazing response from our church, our friends, our family, you guys here on YouTube, the people who have been on Twitter, it's amazing. I mean, it's just been really, really amazing to see that outpouring of love and care and concern, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. That's been amazing. But you know, in a spiritual sense as well, being able to see what we've seen, I'll just put it in very, you know, the terms that I use. Again, if you're not a Christian, I understand, you know, that no big deal, but from my perspective, being able to see that God has been with us every step of the way through this process, and seeing his working, seeing his hand in the situation, despite how crappy the situation is, has been very telling, been very interesting. Because I hear a lot of people's stories, and I talk to a lot of guys in particular about their stories and things that they struggle with and have a hard time with. And sometimes in listening to them tell their stories, what I pick up on is the place where, or the place is where God has intervened and has stepped in and has helped to guide them through the process. In this life, we're going to have trouble, and that's just the way it is. Whether you are a spiritual person or not, whether you have money or you don't, it's, you know, it's going to be rough sometimes. But being able to see from that religious perspective, being able to see that God has been there and is in the midst of that, and doesn't leave and doesn't abandon you, is very, it's comforting, but it is also reaffirming, I guess, is what I'm getting at. So I'm not going to say much else today. 2015 it's a good year for reflection. It's a good year to really look back on and see all the things that happened. There were some great things that happened, and then there was, you know, the 6 months of suck. But not everything about the year was crappy, and not everything was awful, and it's not always going to be like it was for that time period. And I think that our family has been stronger, and the friends and family that we have been made stronger through the process. So, and hopefully y'all who've been watching or following me on Twitter or whatever have also been encouraged, made stronger, given hope, seeing those kind of things play out for yourself as well, and not just people who I know face to face. So that's going to be it for me today, guys. Happy New Year. I hope that 2016 is full of amazing awesomeness. And that's all I have for today. Have a great year and an awesome day. Take care. Follow me on Twitter and all that other stuff. Losing focus. Bye.